Welcome to part two of Wayne Steiger, Steve Wilson, WSO, January 18th update.
It's art. That's all I gotta say. 'Cause I ain't getting the same thing.
Well, you know what? Do we ever really look at each other with that kind of intensity? That's my question.
Well, remember, he's staring into a camera.
I know, but you get the idea. All right. So we've got some. So back to this one again. That's the comparative size, and let's see. I've got another one I wanted to show you here that I think you'll like a lot. This is from Norway, by the way. Now, one could say that this is clouds. Okay, I'm down. I'll go with clouds, but that sure is a very weird shaped cloud that we got from this subscriber in Norway.
Yeah. Um,
Isn't that strange?
Makes you think.
It does. I don't know what it is. I can't explain. A lot of people, might speculate that that is actually a planet throughout, and then it's thrown off a cloud layer, and that's what we would see, blah, blah, blah. But whatever it is, it's just a very interesting photograph.
Yeah.
So let's see. Here's another one. This is the one I wanted to also discuss with you a little bit. So this one, we go back and we talk about the brown dwarf and our short-term memory loss. Wayne, what were you thinking when you said that?
On the memory loss,
Yeah.
it's inherent to our species. I mean, we can't even remember 3 days ago. And, even with all the digital documentation that we have, it isn't helping our memories at all. So, and I look at this picture, what are we looking at here?
Yep.
What is this?
So basically, a subscriber caught this focal point, and this goes to your loss of memory. It's like we did an extensive study on in collaboration with Jeff P., Wayne Steiger, Scott Sione over at the New Bureau channel. And I think that we did a great job packaging up and proving that they have a artificial light system that's deployed right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And part of the proof that we get are sometimes we get these focal points where you can actually see the system from a side view. And what you basically have is you have your light source generated here, and there's machinery around this that you can't see. And basically it goes through this Fresnel lens system, and it diffuses all the light around it, and it also amplifies the light onto certain parts of the earth to make it look like a sun. It's very
when I see this, it amazes me when you stop and consider, just look what we've seen in the last week. I mean, it's made mainstream news on the space shuttle. I mean, not space shuttle, the ISS. How multiple times now in the last couple of days, astronauts are doing spacewalks out there, and it's just like it's on the 504 with all the UFOs that are going on. What's going on? It quite tells me that, we keep seeing the breakdowns of these systems, and I think that's what the camera is catching.
Well, this next one I'm going to share with you is I can never pronounce this volcano, Popocatali. Please help me.
How do you spell that?
Popocatl.
There you go.
Mexico. Okay? And we're getting some really interesting double light source, double light color feedback from our subscribers sending me in. This is just a good one.
Huh. Weird. Is that a video or is that a still?
I think it's somebody trying to take a picture of their screen. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening.
Wait,
yeah.
You seen the bird go underneath? Is that an earthquake happening? I don't know. Kind of weird, huh?
Yeah.
It's pretty strange.
Probably won't be long and that volcano will be going off.
Oh my. Well, it does its thing, but this now looks really weird. I don't mean to laugh, but it's just, we're seeing some weird stuff these days. That's all I'm saying.
Definitely. Okay.
All right. So, Wayne,
Yeah.
what do you have that you'd like to talk about today?
I think that what's really interesting for me, Steve, is there's this article I found. In fact, it was last summer that it was written. And it talks about, I think, a bigger problem that we were just talking about, the our inability to remember as a species. And now there is this story that's out there, and here I'll show you. Let me see. So here you go. The average millennial's attention span is shorter than your goldfish. Now, they just did a story here. In fact, I wanted to pull this up so everyone could see this as well.
Go ahead and take
So,
the screen, Wayne. You can go ahead and take the screen.
I thought I already have it.
Oops. Yep, I can see it now. I'm good.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's check this story out. So the NBA, I hate these advertisements. Come on. All right, here we go. Millennials and their short attention spans have the NBA considering rule changes. Steve, what I am bringing out here right now is this, is the fact we've got a real problem on our hands. And this is going to start showing up more and more in our economy, in our social structure. So we have the story that came through this morning about a manufacturer in the St. Louis area. They cannot find enough young people to fill the positions. They're having to go out into the country. Are you ready for this? Because it's the only place they can find where the youth are, number one, have the ability to retention of instructions. What I'm trying to say here, Steve Olson, is that this is a problem. We have become integrated into the machine, and this is the result. We're seeing now our species, we've already got a problem with the attention span. That has always been a problem. But as you can see, there's this story and after story of what this problem is, and it's all connected to technology. So what is happening? Here's another one. So what's your comment?
Oh, I was just saying, I do this all the time, but I, kind of mute and I talk, and then it's like I realize I'm muted. The whole attention span issue has been in the front and center of corporate strategy makers for the last 10 years, and I can tell you that from my own, experience, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody was grappling because and I was always involved in technology, marketing and technology deployment, things like that. And it's like you have to make big time decisions about what you're going to deliver, distribution formats and all that to the millennials, because and the digital generation folks, which are anybody that's like younger than 30 right now. And everything has changed, and the corporations are shaking in their boots. They don't know what to do.
Well, and that's what my problem is. That's the point here, is this problem. Everyone who's listening to you and I right now are going to be impacted by this. And so the subject matter that you and I deal with on here can sometimes invoke certain type of uncertainty. Maybe some people say fear. I don't know about that particularly. But I do know this. This makes me afraid. Because these are the people that, if you are right now in your 40s, these are going to be the generation that's going to take care of you. Steve and I will be gone by then. You won't. So that's my point, Steve. I think we've got a problem on here. Again, it's one that affects us. It's one that isn't enough attention paid to, and it's going to start showing up, Steve. Count on it.